Hello once again. Welcome to another example on the position vectors that I started with you in the previous videos. In the previous videos, we started learning about position vectors and we've done a detailed explanation on it, and also we've solved some examples on it as well. And I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So in this video, I want us to solve another example so that you get a better understanding of it. Okay, so this is example 4, as you can see from the board. So it means we've already done example 1, 2 and 3 in the previous videos, and I will encourage you to do well to watch the previous videos, because the previous videos lays the foundation, okay, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about the position vectors. I've done all those explanations in the previous videos, particularly the first video, so please do all to watch them so that you can get the basic knowledge and foundation to be able to handle this session as well. And please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do all to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Let's go ahead and solve the question together. So let's read the question. So example 4, it says that given the vector OX equals to 5, 3, it says we should find the vector OY. I forgot to bring the arrow. Okay, so let me put the arrow there and let's proceed. Okay, so find vector OY if the vector SY is given to be -3, -4. Okay, so the question is asking us to find the vector OY. Okay, given that we have OS to be 5, 3 and also the vector SY to be -3, -4. Okay, so this is still on the position vectors. Okay, so let me write down my solution and let's do it together. Okay, so now looking at the information given, we have been given the vector OS, okay, and also we have been given the vector XY, and we are being asked to find the vector OY. Okay, from the information given, you can all agree with me that the vector OY that we want to find, we can get it from the XY. Please, you all agree with me, because this vector SY, we have OS and OY coming together to get this vector SY. In other words, this vector SY is a composition of the vector OS and the vector OY. So if we want the vector OY, it means we can get it from the vector SY. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. I want to go over one more time. All that I'm saying is that from the question, we have been given the vector OS and also the vector XY, and the question is asking us to find the vector OY. Now the OY, we can get it from the XY. Why? Because the vector SY is a composition of vector OX and OY. Okay, so if you want the OY, we would get it from the XY. So we are going to make use of this vector SY to get our OY that we need. I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so I'm going to take the vector SY. So when I write the vector SY, then I will write down the expansion, okay, for getting the vector SY. How do we get the vector SY? We've done this in the previous videos. Okay, we said that it's always the position vector of the last letter minus the position vector of the first letter. That is how we are going to get the vector XY. So if you want to write down the expansion of vector SY, it's going to be the vector OY, okay, the position vector of the last letter minus the position vector of the first letter. So my SY is going to be OY minus OS. Okay, I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. Now that we've been able to write down the expansion for the vector XY, all that we need to do is just to input our values, and we are going to solve for OY. Okay, we are just going to make OY the subject from the equation. Okay, so now the vector SY was given, is given to be minus 3 minus 4. So in place of the vector SY, I put my minus 3 minus 4 there. Bring your equal to the vector OY, we don't know. That's what we are looking for. So I'll repeat my vector OY here. I'll bring my minus sign, and the OS is given. The OS is given to be 5, 3. So in place of the OS, I'll put my 5, 3 there. Okay, I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. So from here, we just need to make our OY the subject. Okay, OY is positive here, so let's make the OY stay here, and we'll move this 5, 3 to this side. Okay, it's like they are moving like this. And don't forget that when anything crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. Okay, so it is negative 5, 3 here. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes positive. So I'll maintain my minus 3 minus 4 here, and this one will cross the equal sign to come and join it. When it becomes positive, so it becomes plus 5, 3. Then equal to the vector OY that I'm looking for. Okay, so OY. I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. So now from here, we just need to simplify further. Okay, so let's do the addition. Minus 3 plus 5, it will give me positive 2, and minus 4 plus 3 is going to give me negative 1. So I'll get 2 negative 1 equals to my OY. Okay, so that's the value of OY. Okay, so therefore my OY, vector OY, equals to 2 minus 1. Okay, and that's the final answer. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video as well. And if you are watching for the first time, please do all to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I'll see you again in another video whilst we handle other aspects of the vectors. Bye bye.